Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a good day. This video will be for installation of Fruition design. This version that I purchased this several months ago. Was kind of hoping to put to my E9 or E9 Pro, yeah, and I never done it, but because it's been mining fine, and I was just like, should I have to try it on my BMKS iBELiNK miner? So in this video, I'm gonna just be a video in the video because a lot of background noise, like in previous video I did. So let's get into it. All right, so we'll be installing on this BMKS Max. This kit is ready to go. So first we're gonna have to remove the fans and disconnect them from the thing. So we this S19 kit has these fan spoofers, which is pretty standard, I think, with Fruition design. They're all kind of similar. It worked for my Ice River KS3Ms, and the hopefully will work on this iBELiNK. I'm just hoping there is no issue with that. So let's take the fans out. Let's take the cover, disconnect them, and we'll see how they look. All right. I'm gonna skip a little bit on this video. Okay, I need to open up the cover because I start pulling the fans. Should have removed the cover first, obviously. So there is 3 screws on these sides, and one has some kind of little sticker which impossible to remove, so we're just gonna probably rip it off, and yeah, it's not gonna be easy. So I guess I couldn't save it because it's all kind of wrapped around the screw. So let's just unscrew it and be done with this. And the one more screw that I couldn't see from the top, and then I noticed it's right behind over there. So it will be just right here. We unscrew this on the other side, and that's it. That's cover just slides right in here, slightly to the left, right there, and just goes up straight. It's pretty heavy cover. Notice the weight of this. It's a lot heavier. It's than the aluminum cover on the Ice River. So let's take a look. Oh my gosh, this is the 6-pin connectors, fan connectors. But they're only 4 wires, so hopefully we can still use our fan spoofers because it's a 4-wire fans. You know, like it should control just those 4 pins if we will be able to slide it right onto the 4 pins. So let's disconnect these guys, and I'll just gonna label back and front here on the fans, where the back goes to these 2, the first 2. So first 2 fans are on the back of the, connects to the back of the fans, and the front is the next 2. So I'll just put B and F so I know where it is, and that's it. Let's just disconnect those fans. Really easy to pull it out there. The fans looks very similar to the Ice River fans. They're all kind of quite a bit the same, I guess, maybe different brands. And let's just let's get this kits and see if they fit. Actually, I'm so hoping that we can feed those Fruition design spoofers. Let's see, right over here. So it should slide on the 4-pin perfectly. So it did slide right to the 4-pin. Those 2 fins on the side, I'm just gonna leave it a blank, no problem. Hopefully that will work. I'm actually pretty concerned if that's gonna work or not, because it's just slightly different design, but it doesn't look very different because only 4 wires used. So let's put all the spoofers in just like that. They just slide right there, one direction, and yeah, so that should be it right there. Okay, so let's get the rest of the fans removed and install this Fruition design kit. We're gonna put the cover back in. so nothing gonna get inside by accident, so we'll just slide it right in. It's a little tricky, but once it slides, it's right there in place. So we'll put the screws on this side back, and then one on screw just below right there, and one on the middle. So it is 4 screws holding up just the top cover, and I guess you need to do that when you remove and replace your PSU, if you need to replace PSU ever. I just got the second PSU just in case when I have a spare, because I had that one time that I didn't have PSU on my KS3M and it's failed, and I had to wait a week or 2 weeks until I got the spare. So anyways, the fans looks like it Fruition Design can design for the fan just the same like Ice River. It's a slightly different measurements. I'm gonna take measurements and so they're visible here. So let's take a look and see. This is, I was hoping I'm gonna save the 2 fan piece and just measure it out from there, but I guess I forgot. So we'll measure just from this piece, and we'll know the distances there between the screws in case Fruition Design wants to make one. It just can be same as KS3, just a little bit smaller part here and a little bit larger span between the screws. So really I'm gonna just place it out and measure these distances between the centers of the screws. Yeah, it looks like it's only 5/16 of an inch difference between the KS3, the 3 fan option, but it's only need 2 fan option there. All right, so we have a 4 and 3/16. So yeah, it needs to be just 5 inches spaced out. So let's move it to the side so we could see that distance here, and right there. So it is just a 5 inches even between the outer screws right there, 5 inches. And then the distance here in between these screws is 1.25 inches, so shouldn't be a problem right there to fit this. Now the protrusion here of this cage should be about, so it's a 2 inches from the face. I don't know if you can guys see it, and we need it to be like 2 1/8. So all it needs to be is just a shorter, so 2 1/8 instead of 3 1/2. So just, yeah, it's 3 1/2 there. We need to have a 2 1/8. So just 1 3/8 shorter, and that's it, and it should work, right? Wonder what's it's in millimeters, because I think they post in millimeters that space. Anyways, I guess that's pretty much it for dimensions there, if Fruition Design wants to get it done for this specific miner. So let's unscrew the rest of the fans, and let's get this thing installed right here. So all right, one more problem we have in here is the screws on the bottom right here. They're not aligning with the holes, so we're just gonna drill those out. Not a big deal. Those 2 bottom screws, they're not aligning. These 2, they're not aligning to these little holes that they're printed on this kit. So there needs to be the distance there. It's just 5 inches again, 5 inches between those screws. And Fruition Design kit, I think it has something like 4 5/8 probably. Yeah, so we'll just drill it out, the new one. It should work fine, not a big deal. It's very tiny adjustment. Look how close this those boards, they're like very close together, and they're also have a lot of chips. It's 180 chips in each of those boards. I can't believe to even repasting it. That's going to be a really horrible thing to do. Hopefully that paste was done good enough that it's going to last. So we'll see. Let's just get our stuff adjusted here, and we'll get those pre-drill holes perfectly matched, so they're fine, and we can install that piece with the screws. All right, so no problem. As you can see, I pre-drill right here both of the sides, and just to have those screws basically cleared out. And also it's gonna work for the future, so I can unscrew all these 6 screws around actually compared to Ice River, only 4 screws, only exterior screws. So the iBELiNK has 2 more screws on the middle that was actually a little bit on the way. I'll show you guys down in the video later. These 2 screws right here, you could see in the middle. So it's slightly touching that it's on the way, a little bit on the way to get the freely mount this Fruition design kit. So I had to kind of like make a slight right here adjustment. So I'm gonna show you in a second. They're over here. So right over there, you could see I did a little with the drill bit, just did around that screw. It's just right on the middle, between the screws, guys. That's all you have to do, and you can use just a standard S19 kit, and everything else works just fine. So no issue whatsoever, and we pretty much ready to go and tested this out. Well, right there I had to pre-drill this for this little screws there on the body, which is 5" on center, just right over here. Hope you guys could see, and that's pretty much it. So let's put this AC Infinity fan, needs to blow out and clean it a little bit. That dust that kind of statically gets onto that plastic dust onto the, if you drill those things. So yeah, need to clean really well. And we'll put this AC Infinity fan now, and let's get it done. So all right, so we have them running now, both of them on. I have set it up to 80% fan because I don't have any more Wi-Fi control. This is really nice feature to have on AC Infinity. They kind of costly if you order them separate. I have a bunch of fans with just manual control that I don't want to spend like $100 for Wi-Fi controller. When you order the fan, is actually the difference only like $40 extra if you order that Wi-Fi option, if you order a new fans. So we'll set it for 80% for now. We'll see. Let's turn on the miner. Okay, so we have this fault red and green on. Hopefully it will start mining and will start blinking green. So we're gonna have to give it a minute and see. Okay, so we have Alright, so I'm back to, sorry about that video glitch, I kind of rewinded back and forth. So anyways, I'm back to web GUI on the iBELiNK. So I restarted. It's been online for 3 hours now. I wanted to give it a little bit of time just so it's kind of settled and we could see the temperatures. So I don't want to just get fresh because sometimes the temperature shows low, especially when it's freshly started. And then that's why I wanted like to run it. So it's been running for 3 hours, 23 minutes, plenty of time, and I'm running it at 80% AC Infinity fan. So let's take a look, couple things here. So first of all, the power consumption. So you could see at the very bottom here, 3,450 watt. Yeah, so it's fluctuate a little bit. So it did drop down quite a bit. So it was going up to 35 something, which the limit is 35, and I think it started mining slightly, average it's slightly higher. I tried to increase slightly my voltage here. I don't know if that helped a little bit or not to the go. I'm just kind of afraid of overclock a lot because it says do not overclock, but I still probably gonna play a little bit with once now I have Fruition design. So the new, like I mentioned before, the new firmware here, 6023, not allowing to do the hash rate. I mean, not the hash rate, but the change in frequency anymore. So even if I change the frequency here and I restarted the miner, it doesn't take this 470 anymore. Before it did. So I may need to restart, reset to the factory settings and get this old firmware and then start playing with these numbers. I don't know if I should do that. Let me know, guys. I'm gonna try to run this on this just slightly higher voltage, so we have a little bit of room. We have still a little bit, like 70 more watts to go before 35 watts to the maximum limit what we can run on this PSU. But look at the temperatures. Look at the, well, definitely the fan Fruition design kit worked for the fan. All 4 of them showed up here. Obviously the fan speed not gonna show what it's running because it's AC Infinity fan runs, but everything works. But look at the blade temperatures. We used to have 67 and it's now around 60, 61. One middle is 57, so it's kind of like almost 8 to 9 degree less, just on these temperatures, right? And let's take a look on the temperatures on our chips. So the highest chips temperature I have is like 75 here, 75 and 73 on the middle boards. For some reason middle board is cooler on everywhere, cooler on this temperature on the board, on the blade, and cooler on the chips temperature, I guess because it's kind of the middle is where the air concentrated when it blows with this AC Infinity fan. That's my kind of guess. But yeah, the power consumption is pretty good. I still have a lot of room to go. So I'll just gonna leave it mining for maybe a day or two. We'll see where we're gonna get with this hash rate average. So what's we're gonna go on the pool, it's showing like here 11.5 already, right there in the 3-hour average, and 10.95. So I'm wondering if we're gonna be able to increase from 10 and a half terahash what we had. So it's obviously we restarted now, and I just want to see 2 days average actually. So I'll let it run for 2 days, then I'll report back and see if we were able to achieve higher hash rate on iBELiNK. So if you guys like this video, click the like button, consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll leave the link down below for this Fruition design kit. Obviously you can get that down and order if you like to use one, but I hope that's gonna help a lot to our temperatures, and our hash rate may go be a little bit higher. I hope. That's my hope for. And obviously, well, the temps, I mean, keeping the temps for the chips a lot lower, it's the number one, you know, concern, because it was running up to 80, 82 degrees and higher, and so the fan was starting to run faster, but it's always been a little bit higher temperature on the blade. So this may give a little bit of headroom for going with the higher hash rate. So obviously it fluctuates a little bit back and forth, but so we'll see how it works after a couple days. I'll give you guys an update. If you use an iBELiNK, I don't know how many, but we're able to get that device. But anyways, we'll see you on the next one. I hope you like the video, and peace out.